Good evening, and welcome to the Monday night episode of the Bliss Pickup. And we are definitely back. Tony and Lou are definitely back, and I'm here too. I mean, I tend to be here. I try to have better attendance, but it is what it is. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Thank you all for coming. Tonight, we are going to be talking about some realistic expectations that we have for Malik Willis. We are going to be discussing why the Dolphins will not be hosting a Super Bowl for a while. And then I guess there was a whole conversation in the spaces today that the guys got to settle. Who knows? We're going to see how this thing goes. Tony, Lou, they're here for you, so you might as well come on up. They're here for you, Tony.
For Sandy, well, welcome back to welcome back on camera. You know what I'm saying?
I would be here, and yeah. I did it.
Yeah, somebody on injury reserve right now.
But he has a nice setup, though. That's the crazy part.
I mean, that is a fact. But yeah, man, it's a little. I'm a little disappointed, man. We listened to my brother earlier, but we're gonna talk about it later, man. Because you know what I'm saying. I'm interested to talk about this topic.
What brother you talking about? What brother you talking about?
Well, it's only one brother up here.
I didn't know. I didn't know if you were talking to one of the other brothers in another situation. I didn't know.
I'm all right, bet. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you know what? It's TC. It start early. Don't worry. I can't. I just can't wait. I'm gonna be honest with you, Vicinity, because this young man here, boy, I tell you, man, boy, I know I'm a Trish dude, but he seems to only think about. You know what? We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it.
I'm excited because I wasn't privy to it. But may the 4th be with you to all those who celebrate. And since you can't wait to get into it, I just have one question for Lewis. What happened to Tampa?
I know you ain't.
Insanity. Insanity. First of all, I didn't. Good evening, Insanity. How you doing tonight?
Good evening. I'm great. How are you?
I cannot believe you would even ask me that, Insanity. Now I'm a little disappointed. I'll tell you what happened. The Lightning folded. They completely outplayed the Montreal Canadiens in a Game 7. This is the first time in history I've seen a team go a whole period, which was the second period, Insanity, with no shots on goal. That was Montreal. They had 3 shots on goal in the first or the second and third period combined for Insanity, and the Tampa Bay Lightning lost. The answer to your question, the Lightning folded. When they needed to come up the most, when we needed our superstars the most, they folded. And that's what happened.
Okay, get into things that are more relevant.
Emotional damage.
That's what we're doing? That's what we're doing?
Wait. Hold
no,
on.
Just let me know now. Just let me know now how the show's gonna be. That's what
I'm just asking.
I wanted to get it out the way.
I did.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. Another game.
I try to get out the way early, Lou.
I bet. I bet. I already see. I bet. Now I know what to expect. I bet.
I'm sorry. How you let Insanity get that off? She was up there screaming all this one Tampa, and I'm supporting my brother. In the first
I was asking sincerely. I didn't watch the game.
You took a shot.
Listen, I literally had to Google right before this show what happened. So I was asking a true fan what happened. I wanted it from.
Stop the cap.
It's on your head now. What happened, Tampa Bay Lightning? It's on your head.
I Googled it. I told y'all I don't watch things that are not relevant to me, y'all.
So now they're not relevant?
Now they're not relevant?
I had to Google.
Wow. So you saying Tampa Bay aren't relevant anymore?
You know what, Insanity? I cannot believe you just put the Tampa Bay Lightning in the Miami Hurricane category. I can't believe it. I can't believe you just did that.
No.
One of them got 5. I'm just saying.
This is the only time me and those fans can have a little peacefulness. Like let us not come at each other's throat. I'm trying to be good this spring until the summer. We turning up in the summer, but I'm trying to be good all spring.
I don't never want you to scream no one Florida, none of that. That's crazy. Boy, you see the switch up is real, Lou.
I've been one Midwest, one Tampa.
Yeah, we good over here.
I don't where Von Joe? Is Von Joe in the chat? You know, we're not gonna get into it. We don't gotta we ain't gotta talk about nothing. Let's get into some, relevant things. We have a new quarterback down in South Florida. And Tony, from your point of view, what do you think are some realistic expectations for QB1 down in South Florida?
Well, you know what? Realistic expectations for QB in general is a third string quarterback. A third string quarterback is more important than someone potentially playing special. You know what? We'll talk about that later.
That's cap.
No, wait, that's cap. Please don't make me mess this show up and just
the way you just explained it was cap.
I'm just going based off what I heard.
Context, my brother. Context.
I'm just. Oh my god, I can't wait. Oh my god.
Words.
Context. Here you go. So realistic expectation for obviously it's the offseason, so we have to temper our expectations and just give our projection, I guess. Listen, I think and reason I want to phrase it in this manner is because of team success and personal success should be separated, especially in this type of situation, because we know some people believe that when. Can I ask y'all a matter of fact? Let me ask you both of y'all a question before I answer it. Vincent and Lou, do y'all think wins is a QB stat? No. Lou?
No.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. See, that's what I did share with y'all. Appreciate it. So you have some people, they would judge Malik Willis, like they try to justify the previous regime with the wins, right? Without any context behind it, without we have one gentleman, I ain't gonna say his name, that swears that Tyler Huntley is better than Malik Willis because Baltimore beat Green Bay. Well, you go in there, if you watch the game, you could see one quarterback was clearly heads over heels better than the other one in that game. It just one team had a running back that ran for over 200 yards, Derrick Henry, and 4 touchdowns. Take away the extra points, that's 24 points by himself. You understand me? So, and one quarterback, the other quarterback was responsible for only 6 points, and another quarterback, which is Malik Willis, was responsible for 18 points. But the one that was responsible for 18 points lost the game. So, with all that being said, my realistic expectations from Malik Willis is I want to see if he continued to maturate, right? And from this standpoint of, is he's accurate, decision-making, turnovers, because one of his big things about him being more mature this year was what the previous years was turnovers. He don't turn the ball over. If you can see, he had I think it was 3 turnovers in his first 2 seasons in Tennessee, and he had 0 in Green Bay in 2 seasons in Green Bay. So that was one of his big things that he improved upon and learning and becoming more of a professional. So I'm looking for, my expectation from him is take command of the offense, take command of this team. Can he be a leader, which we already see that he's already becoming a leader as far as calling off-season meetings and things of that nature. And touchdown to interception. No. Let me stop saying interception. Touchdown to turnover ratio, because a lot of people forget about fumbles and the one that they lose. Because you lose the fumble, that's also a turnover by the quarterback that could be demoralizing in the game, especially if it's a close game. So I'm looking, my expectation for him to have that number down. And also, I want to see how this offense runs underneath his tutelage, or what underneath him when he's under the helms. Because if he has, let's just say, Deshaun Watson, the year that he won Offensive Player of the Year, Houston Texans was 13-3 that year. But he threw for almost 5,000 yards. His touchdown interception ratio was very low, and he did everything he can do, and he still had a great season. Joe Burrow, 2 seasons ago, well, I mean, broke the record for scoring 30 plus games. I mean, 30, what was it, 30 or 40, I think, 40 plus points and losing. That wasn't his fault. He still played amazing. Most people, including myself, said that he deserved to win the MVP that year over, was it Josh Allen won it that year? I think Josh Allen won it that year. That they said Joe Burrow should have won it, but obviously they didn't make the playoffs. His team gave up all those leads. So with all that being said, I'm expecting him to have an efficient season. I'm expecting him to take full command of this offense, and I'm expecting him to show us as the Dolphins why we shouldn't be looking for a quarterback in round 1 next year, because he can show he has the potential to be our franchise quarterback based on his play, not team success. You know, if he go out there and he throws, let's say, 4,100 yards, throw for 4,100 yards, or let's, you know what, let me more temper it down. Let's say 3,800 yards. He have 29, 30, 31 total touchdowns. I'll say 31. I like over 30. Anything over 30, I like. Total touchdowns. So let's say he have 22 passing, 8 or 9 rushing. I'm cool with that, because you're getting the ball in the end zone and you're responsible for those scores. And then I'll say, okay, next year, maybe we shouldn't be looking for a quarterback in the first round. So those are my expectations from him, for him to show us that he can take command and full command of the offense. And he's not the reason that we're losing, right? One last thing that I'm expecting for him. We have to have at least 1, maybe 2 games that we win because of, not in spite of. We have to win at least 1 or 2 games that we won because it was Malik Willis putting the team on his back and carrying them to a victory. I don't care if it's a below 500 team. I don't care if it's a plus 500 team. I just need you to show me that you have the capability of carrying a team. You understand? So if anybody feel like that's too high of expectations, I'm sorry. We paid him $45 million guaranteed to be a starting quarterback. And as we can see about the quarterbacks that they bought in, quote unquote, there isn't no competition for Malik Willis. There isn't. He has the keys to the helm. He's the quarterback going forward. So those are the type of expectations I'm putting on him, because I believe when Tua got paid, right? I said, you getting paid like them guys. I am going to expect you to play like those guys. And I'm going to put you in that category. So the same goes for Malik Willis. So those are my expectations for Malik Willis going into this season.
Yeah, my expectations for Malik Willis is for Malik Willis to be good. But how I want to say it is kind of different than, because what Tony's saying, that's his expectations for Malik. Yes. from him. My expectations of Malik is for him to be good, not because of my expectations of Malik. It's because what the new guys told me to expect from Malik. You see what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Their expectation was they believe he's going to play good. They believe he was going to get $45 million worth as a backup. That's the expectation the organization put on him. So now as a fan, we got to trust what their evaluation was. Because I'll be honest, I didn't have no expectations for Quinn Ewers if Quinn Ewers was the starter. You see what I'm saying? We wouldn't have had no expectations if they just would have came in here and said, look, we'll draft a quarterback this year, even if there's not good. Quinn Ewers, hey, we'll ride with him and see what happens. No. Tone, you've been very persistent in when you said this early. This team, the organization, they want to win. They're trying to win. Now there's the expectation. When you come out and you say you're trying to win, you're putting that bullseye, that expectation on you. So again, I'm not going to be as long-winded as Tone, because again, I'm not trying to step on his toes. And I agree with what he was saying in his assessment. But when I hear the question, what is the expectation for? No, my expectation is Malik's going to be good because these guys identified him. He was the right guy for their system, their culture. They put that expectation on him, so he has to perform.
And Lou, if I may add, right before facilities step in here, the first reason we disagreed with that first pick, we did. What was the reason for? What was Sully's reason for picking him? We needed someone to protect our quarterback. That's what he said.
That's it.
So they're already drafting to protect you, building a team around you. No, I have those type of expectations, because that is the type of treatment he's getting. I'm sorry. So yes.
I want to preface this that this is coming from a non Tua bias. Okay. Um, I just want him to be consistent, show command, show an understanding, show leadership. Um, we we all have a mindset of how we feel like the season is going to go. So I'm not going to live outside of those realms of reality when we think about how this season's supposed to play out. But yeah, I want to have that feel of like, okay, he's the guy at the end of it. To Tony, um, I think you tempered it down with like 3,800 yards, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would be happy with that. I would be happy with that. I would expect a titch more, but I would be happy with that. You said what, 30 total touchdowns?
Yes.
Can't complain. That can't complain. That's about like what, a little like about 1.5 per game. Can't be upset with that when you have a guy like HN in the backfield. We'll see how these things play out. But yeah, be a leader, show command of this football team. Let us know, like, have that feel that you are, I guess, our franchise quarterback. Um, and go out there, I guess, and do the best with what they've given you. To Lewis's point, I like the way that you put it. I really do. I like how that meshed together with Tony's points and Lewis' points. Because yes, they could have gone various routes with the QB, right? A lot of us was on to 2027 because we thought that the Miami Dolphins were going to be so horrid that, hey, we're going to be able to get one of these next top guys coming in, hopefully. And they said, no, that's not the route we want to go. We want to go out. We want to compete. We want to show that we're really trying to change this culture. We're not here to quote unquote tank. We want to put out a product. We want to change the culture. We want for the fans to see that we're bringing in something new. Our plan and our route isn't what the previous regime plan and route was, where it was a tank to go out and get one of these quarterbacks, and then so on and so forth. I
Do you
expect him to
think?
be good. I expect him to be good. I expect him to be exciting. I expect, even though the results may not always be what we want them to be, I expect that the way that he plays, his fearlessness, his ability to get the ball down the field, the arm that he has, the mobility that he has, the exclusivity that he has, I expect to see that consistently. And I expect for my expectations for him or for the fans to potentially fall in love with him and the idea of moving forward with him. I think Malik Willis should surprise a lot of people that are not necessarily all the way bought in on him. Like I said, the results may not be it, but to your point, Tony, and to Lewis's point, you can see when a team is competing. You can see when guys are following, the quarterback and really bought in. And you can see when a team is really trying to win. So yeah, I expect for it to be a show. I expect for it to be fun, for what it's going to be, as fun as it can be. And I expect him to play really well. I really do. I think he really wants to go out there and show that he can, going from being a first round pick, that I think he was first round pick,
Third
that
round.
he really can live up to that billing. So that's what I'm expecting. Go out there and show us. What was your question, Tony?
No, I said he was a third round pick.
Third. Sorry. Oh, dang. I thought he was
Yeah.
first. He
Yeah.
fell.
You talk about Malik Willis? No, man. He
I
was a third round.
swore.
Yeah, he
Was he
no.
like touted coming out of Liberty? Oh, dang, he
No.
was a third round pick.
No, he wasn't. No.
He was for a little bit.
He showed a little
He
arm
was,
shit that got him up
he's
there.
a third round pick. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, so I expect him to be chill. I
Yeah.
expect him to be chill.
So do you think or either one do y'all think 38 is not enough or too many you think he expect he should get more than like 38, 3,900 yards? Or you think that's a
I think
little
it's fair.
too lenient?
No, I think it's fair. I think depending on what kind of offense we want to run, We don't know what we're going to be doing yet, but I think 38 is reasonable to reach. I think it's
What you
fair.
think, Lou? Too
Again,
much or
38 is fine. Again, if he was 3,700,
yeah,
right, and 500 yards rushing, I'm good.
yeah, right.
You know what I'm
Yeah, so
saying?
I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
what if he throw for 32, 34, but he give you add in 500, 500 yards
500,
rushing?
600. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm good. Yeah,
yeah. So
absolutely.
just for the sake of understanding, right? Just for context purposes, if he throws for 30, if let's say he would have threw for 3,800 yards, like I said last, he would have been what, ninth in the NFL? That's top 10 in passing. You understand? So I think that's action for him to, and he's not getting paid like a top 10. So I see Vondo said 38 passing is way too low. See, that's what I'm saying. If he would threw for 3,800 yards last year, he would have been eighth, I think, eighth in the league. I'm like, I know Caleb Williams was like eighth or ninth, and he didn't throw for 4,000 yards. You know what I'm saying? That's a number one first overall pick. So that's why I was, saying that. I'm trying to look it up now.
Yeah, I think people are too in love with that 4,000 number
Ninth.
or getting to that 4,000 mark.
Yeah, he would have been ninth. He would have been ninth last year. Last year there was only 5 quarterbacks that threw for 4,000 yards. Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff, Dak Prescott, Drake May, and Sam Darnold. Oh, I'm sorry, 6. Trevor Lawrence. Everyone else is below 4,000 yards passing. So if you tell me, if you get what I'm saying, these are the quarterbacks that playing at the elite level, and Matt Stafford won an MVP throwing for what, 4,700. So I'm just saying, that's why I was saying a more realistic expectation. 38 is, I think, is, if he gets a 38, that means that's a damn good year. Like a really good year. That's a top 10 year as a quarterback. You understand? And I'm not even gonna mention the 30 total touchdowns, because I believe that would be top 5 in total touchdowns. That literally would be top 5, because I'm looking at Sam Darnold has 25. What we call it, has 29. I believe it would have been top 5. Yes, it is. It would have been top 5 in total touchdowns. So if it sounds like, people want to hear a huge number, no, if you look at all the consistent quarterbacks in the league, they're around that number. Right? I remember saying that for you to be on that franchise type level, right, you have to at least give me 30 total touchdowns, not passing total. Like, it got to be around that 30 number for me. For me to say, okay, that's a franchise quarterback going forward.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. Well, I think for me, you and Lou, that those are very realistic. I think, Tom, for you to even put it into the context of like, hey, that's top 10 numbers, Thank you. Appreciate that. Now, I guess we have to get along to the next topic so we can get to where we really need to get to. Does it mean something to me that the Miami Dolphins will not be hosting the Super Bowl? Absolutely not. But, it's news about us. So let's get to where people want to get to. Lewis, how do you feel about Stephen Ross prioritizing other events over potentially hosting the biggest event in American sports, because he's going more of the international route with F1, and then you have the Miami Open. How do you feel about that decision that he made to go that route?
This might not be a popular opinion, but y'all know me, I really don't care. I love Stephen Ross for that. Stephen Ross is a businessman. In this last 4 days, right? And again, talking to my brother that's in the city, right around the corner, knows something about it, right? Gets affected by it. Stephen Ross in this 4-day span just made more money than he probably makes the entire football season with the NFL. And you mean to tell me I'm supposed to pass up things that I can hold? And again, I heard Tone say it earlier in the space. Stephen Ross not only owns the Dolphin Stadium, he owns a lot of that property around that stadium. So you mean to tell me Stephen Ross is going to sit there and play nice with the NFL when they might give him a Super Bowl every 5, 6, maybe 8 years? When I can hold events every year on my property and get all that money? And not only for him as a businessman, but another thing my brother would know something about for being around there and stuff. What about all this money that Stephen Ross is bringing into that city every year? For that Super Bowl money for every 8 years, but that open that you're talking about, Insanity, and F1 races, right? There's restaurants, hotels getting used. My brother put me on the food trucks today. Overall money for the city. I absolutely love the move by Stephen Ross. I know he gets a lot of criticism from the fan base, and it's warranted because he hasn't won as a Dolphin owner. For me, though, it's not in a lack of trying. The man even tried to cheat to win. So he tries to win. But at the end of the day, do I blame him as a businessman making the better business decision for what he owns? No, I'm sorry. I would never hold that against him. Salute Stephen Ross. In this case right here, I think he made the right decision.
Lou, we gonna agree on this one. next topic. We not. This again, Lou. This is probably not going to be a popular answer. First of all, I think it's the right move. Now, let's make it because people are, oh, they want him to be Dolphins first and this and that. And first of all, he's a businessman first. That's why he was able to buy the Dolphins. Let's get that. Real estate guru. He owned the land, Lou, that the Dolphins are on. So he owned that land. That's why he was able to build the F1 and the Miami Open tennis court over there as well. A lot of owners don't own their land, so they can't do it. Sound like a bit of jealousy to me. Now, we already understand if you follow it along since Ross been in there, he's been having some back and forth conflict with a lot of the owners because, I guess he felt like they didn't respect him as a football owner. But, being a newer owner, things of that nature, running the same circles, you know how it is. And he seemed like a person that don't go alone and get alone. If you remember on the vote, what vote was it that he was the only one that didn't vote with all the owners? I'm just sorry. I like that mindset. I don't care what none of y'all say. I like that mindset. I don't need to be a part of you. You know what I'm saying? Second of all, you understand, like Lou, you just said it, right? Why would I want to accommodate for, which is BS, by the way. I just want y'all, matter of fact, before I say that, the reason they were saying that because he doesn't have in the parking area, it's not enough to accommodate for all the guests that's going to show up. If that's not the biggest BS that I've ever heard, like, cut it out. Stop it. Now, I know some of us fans complain about the orange parking, but with the space that he took away from orange, he more than compensated for gray, black, yellow on the outside of the stadiums. Now, with that mindset, I did a little homework, and I said, you know what? I understand how they didn't know for the fans, the Miami Dolphins fans, the tailgaters, why that taking away that orange is so important to us because how we tailgate around the stadium. But you go look around, see, we travel over here. We got the almost probably the best setup when it comes for tailgating around the stadium. A lot of teams don't have that. They tailgate down the street, around a corner, at bars, restaurants. Our experience is different from majority of the NFL. So Ross should have knew that. Well, Tom Garfinkel should have understood that, which it seemed like he did because he did temper it a little bit because they were going to take more of that orange, but they stopped because of all the complaints that a lot of the fans was doing. So that's the only, I say, negative to the Miami Open and the F1. Now, how do this affect the Miami Dolphins? Lou, how many times did you say, right? And I wonder if you agree with this, Vicinity. How many times you say, we got probably the best owner that players should want to play for?
Oh, I say it all the time.
Why, Lou?
Because he's willing to invest in you. If you show him that he's willing to do whatever it takes to win. That's 100%. Why.
You agree with that, Vicinity?
Absolutely.
Going in his pockets, to upgrade the stadium. Now, I listen to the local radio stations and the people that are connected in the buildings. One of the first things they went to Stephen Ross and said, you want to get people to come down here and play for Miami? You need a state-of-the-art facility, training facility. He did that. One thing he wins that all the time. Actually, after they got the state of art training facility, guess what they said? Hey, you need state of the art chefs. When he got state of the art chefs, he said, so you want your players to stick around in the offseason and not leave and go nowhere, and want state of the art shelves. Now, we complained about it because they were soft, but I've been in that building. State of the art shelf. They got a barber shop in there. They got everything that you need in that. The weight room, immaculate. Everything that you need is there. And all the players rave about it. Listen, they have the highest rating when it comes to that every year.
Every year.
And then when it comes to what they did with Tua, I'm just trying to tell you, listen to me, people. What they did with Tua, what they did to Jalen Ramsey, what they did for Tyreek this year, who else? Jalen Phillips, all that. Why do you think he don't mind going in his pocket? Not salary cap, going in his pocket and paying for that. Because the money he make outside of that. The money that he make outside of allow him not to be a cheap owner and say, I am dedicated to whatever it takes financially wise to make this team the best that it could possibly be. How many owners you know do what he does when it comes to going in his pocket? There ain't too many people. Under Chris Greer, did the same thing. Digging in his own pocket. Hey, man, listen, y'all know when they reconstruct and get them signing bonuses, a lot of that come out of his pocket. Signing bonuses? Oh, I need that now. Those are not converting them contracts to signing bonus. That comes out of his pocket right away. So understand, him making that much money allow him to be like that. So why, me as a fan, why would I want him to prosper as much as he can? Because it's not like he's not putting it back into the Dolphins. That renovation, when they said we couldn't get the Super Bowl at the first time because we needed to renovate the stadium, the city denied him. He went in his pocket and did it on his own. He did it on his own. If he wasn't such a real estate guru, he wouldn't do that. So for everyone that don't understand how him making money outside of the stadium also helped the team, then you're just looking at it from tunnel vision, from one aspect of it. Because the things that he do, most owners do not do. Now, we can talk about whether he understands how to win and this and that, but what you won't tell me is that he's not willing to put his money where his mouth is. Every GM coach has said this one consistent about Ross. Every coach, the one that got fired, that came in here under Greer and now under Sully, was the first thing they say is Ross came to me and said, one thing you won't fail by is that you don't have enough support financially to make this team better. He let them know that off the get. Whatever y'all got to spend to get it better, you got that. You got to own it. That's willing to spend that. Now go to Cleveland. Go to Cincinnati. That's one of even no, I can't say Jerry Jones because he paid the people he liked. But even you know the most liked Cincinnati. I mean, I said Kansas City. They ain't kicking all that money out. Not like that.
Well, Tone, you know, again, there's people that want to debate this. I'm going to throw it to you because you live in the city. Nene said, why did the city deny it?
Oh, glad you asked. Because of the Miami Marlins. Had nothing to do with Stephen Ross. Nothing to do with the stadium. The Miami Marlins got us to finance that stadium. They promised us, one, that they wasn't going to break up the team like they've been doing. If y'all remember the history, that every time we won our World Series, they broke the team up, sold everybody else, made their money, turned a profit. They cared more about that. Is a franchising owner that care more about the money than winning, because that's what that franchise did on both occasions. Sell off all our best players. Name a time when we had the best player that they paid him. They kept him here. What John Connor Stanton at? He won the MVP that year. Shipped him off to the Yankees. Yelich. Where he went. Y'all remember now?
Gordon.
Y'all remember?
I remember that team because that was a talented team.
Y'all remember the time our second in 2003? Y'all remember that pitcher lineup? We had 5 aces on that lineup. Carl Pavano, AJ Burnett, Josh Beckett, Brad Penny, Dontrell Willis. None of them stayed here. None of them. What'd I say? Traffic, noise from F1. That wasn't the reason. Remember, my dad lived right there. Your dad is one person. What are we talking about? That you talk about F1 with That's two different things. We're talking about what they did not him to get a new stadium, the upgrades in the stadium. The upgrades in the stadium had nothing to do with Formula One. Just so you know. Yeah, I just want to get Formula One came afterwards, after he upgraded the stadium. He just built.
She's saying that the community was protesting though. All these moves.
No, she talk about the Formula One. No, you're talking about one section. This is what you talk about, one section of people that didn't. Yes, you had some people that was going to complain. They had a racetrack right here. Some people didn't want to lose that racetrack either. Some people didn't want to live. I could walk outside and it was right there. A horse track that wasn't being used. He used that as well, right? But no, the Formula One is afterwards. I think you're conflicting two different scenarios. The city did not deny him the Formula One. He built that on his own. I'm talking about to get the stadium renovations. When he put the roof on the stadium, changed the seats out, added more luxuries inside the stadium. That's what they, because he wanted to build. Remember, he wanted to build a completely new stadium. He didn't want to just renovate it. He was going to build a complete new stadium. That's what they denied him. And they didn't have the Formula One track around it in that initial upgrade when he was going to build it. But guess what? He built it, got the renovations, and you remember he did it so they can get the Super Bowls. He did that because of the revenue that it generates. Understand that. Now you lose that revenue. Sir, I'm a business owner. If I'm going to spend top dollar to make sure this team runs, this team has whatever it needs to be a successful franchise, don't I have to regenerate that money? Should not make sure I keep on that revenue stream keep flowing? I think it was a brilliant mastermind around doing that. And now let me expect, because you brought it up, it was the noise and all that. Let's be 100%. It's 3 days a year. 3 days, 4 days. I'm sorry, 4 days a year. Just happened, right? I live right here. I can hear the noise. I closed my window. 4 days a year. And you gonna mean to tell me 4 days a year is really that big of a deal? Let's be realistic. Let's be 100. That noise is 4 days. They're not gonna hear it no more. That weekend is gone. It was just this weekend. You're not gonna hear that noise ever again until next year for 4 days. Really? That's really a big deal for all the money. Now, Lou, you said that. Guess what? I've never seen it. This is my first time seeing it. I don't care what owner been here. The dude that have his barbecue shop out there, around the neighborhood. Guess where he was at? Formula One, set up at the gas station.
Booming.
It was a food truck I've never seen before. Right? I'm going to the gas station looking for some water. Get gas up. I seen some food up. Buddy set up a tent, making money out there. Water, Gatorade, all the people. I'm driving down my neighborhood, and guess what I see? There isn't a homeowner that isn't outside. $150 per parking. Now, I heard the average for parking was $250. $250 per car. I'm driving down my road. I see there isn't a owner that isn't standing outside their house selling parking. Not one. I just want to throw that out there. Right? Obviously, some people aren't going to like it, some people are. But if we're going to talk about realistically, the one that stay around here, because it would be what I would love to know the exact area for what Nene said her people live at. Because I don't see no complaints of the people where I live at. That's literally right there by the stadium. That's literally right. Like, we hear all the noise. Now, if you're across over there, yeah, you hear it too. Over there, way across on the opposite side of 27. Cool. But over here, everyone outside signs up. I seen people investing in their little carts to drive them down the road, bring them back. They making the money up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so for me, listen, and this for me being a resident, absolutely loved it. I seen everyone out there making money. Listen, My brother go out there sometime. Hey, bro, I'm bringing people back and forth, get some money. Cool. They do it for the concert. So yeah, Lou. To me, as long as he continued to pour into the Miami Dolphins, and no one could deny that, make your money, man. That's how you get it. So I don't see why there's such a pushback on owners, making money and things of that nature. I don't understand it, but and as we can see, the other owners are jealous of him because he built no other franchise is worth as much as the Miami Dolphins is right now. Not worth as much, but made a higher profit, turned a higher profit than the Miami Dolphins. What he paid for it, how much he make of it, there ain't no one else. No one else. Call Jerry Jones. he's worked more. His estate has worked more, but that profit margin, yeah, Ross is the king of that. You understand? And as long as I see him to continue to spend money in the Dolphins, I'm fine with it. I don't really care about the other stuff.
I think he's truly an innovator. And Ross has done a lot of amazing things for the Miami Dolphins and for the fan base experience. You're talking about like the cigar lounges and all the. We don't need to get into all the things he has truly tried to put into making it a true experience while you're there. There will be people that are happy. There will be people that are not. It is what it is. That's just how life goes. Let's get to what people really came here for, right? Because I'm here for it too. Because I obviously got to miss this conversation earlier. I'm going to allow Tony to set the stage for all of us that were not in the space earlier. Make sure you follow the guys on X so that you can be privy to this content. Tony, the floor is yours. Set the stage, and then y'all can take off with this however y'all want. I'm just here for the entertainment.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was shocked. I had to add this on last minute. Now it's y'all know before if y'all come over here, y'all understand why I did a show with my brother. Debates is what I like to do. I don't like when you agree with me, especially when you can propose a educated, debate with me. Y'all don't sound like a fool and just throwing things out just to throw it out, throwing stuff against the wall, just hoping it stick. So he made it was all right, the argument that he made. So if y'all want to know what we talk about, right? We was talking about something, and then along the lines of building a team, special teams, and they was asking why they wanted John Eric Sullivan to draft a quarterback no matter what. No matter what, I don't care if it was whatever it was, they didn't like his answer for not liking it. And then I went up there and I tried to explain. I said, let me ask you a question. Why do we leave out the part when he said that this year and next year it's going to be the outliers because of the situation that we in? No one brings up that part. All they say, well, he said quarterback every year. Yeah, but he did say now this year and outside and next year, maybe because he said more this year than next year. But because of the situation that we in, cap wise, and the holes that we need to fill, we still have to field a team on there. And also you have to take in consideration, they want to compete this year, right now, immediately. But people forget that part, right? So we was coming and talking, and then they were saying about the running back. They wanted Taylor Green and whoever, Drew Allard, whatever. And I was like, do anyone take a consideration on special teams? If you want a court, because Lou had a contention with me saying the special team players, and then he brought up the guy we drafted all the way at the bottom of the 5th round, Traore, right? And he was asking who value. Y'all can answer the question: who is going to give us more value, Taylor Green or the tight end? And I was like, this year, the tight end. Why? I said because he could play special teams right away. Right away, fast, tall, athletic, and you could, obviously you could develop him. Taylor Green, he comes in here, he might not hit the field at all. Period. At all, period. And if he do, it may be to nail the ball down. If he wins the backup role, which I don't know if they were going to, I don't know if he could. I think he possibly could beat out Quinn Ewers. That's just my personal opinion. But Quinn Ewers has shown success in the NFL right now and the ability to read defenses at a high level, right? So I don't know if you drafted Taylor Green over Drew Allard. Go ahead.
So they're saying a third round quarterback or a fifth round quarterback.
Well, when Taylor Green was still there in the 5th round when we drafted him.
Okay.
Remember, he went number 1 over in the 6th round. He was the very first pick in the 6th round, and we picked Traore 180, and the last pick in the 5th round is 181. So essentially, we could have picked Taylor Green there. You understand? Before,
Yeah,
so that's what,
the poll
what it
was
was.
right.
Yeah. So so when I said, I'm like, why do we always kill? And let me say me, I would kill a GM for not assembling a team. And why, as fans, we so easily negate special teams. We never want to bring up special teams until a punt return got took on your team. Man, what are they doing? Man, who's the coach? He trash. Man, what? That's what we want to snap on special teams. You right? Someone run a return back. Or we can't seem to stop a team from getting 30 or 40 yards every kickoff. And I'm like, you have to put athletes out there. Can't just throw anybody out there and say, oh, yeah, let's go special teams. And then if you add up the athletes on the team, like I'm like, do you think Taylor Green is going to go play special teams for us this year? No. So right now, Traore can give us value right now, starting right now, by playing special team, earning their bones. There's a lot of teams that have done that, right? A lot of players. People, let's just say the safety that we picked up. Even if he don't make it to be a starter on Taft. Special teams. Off the rip. The undrafted safety that we got from Indiana, they can help us on special teams. He's a great athlete. He played safety at a high level at Texas. You need those type of people for special teams. And that's what my only debate was saying. Yeah, I think he can give you more value right now than which is this season right here, than a possible quarterback that's probably going to be the third string quarterback. When you just invested $45 million total guaranteed in a quarterback, letting them know that what we said earlier, they drafted to protect him. So all we see is that's their guy. That's who they're going forward with. Forget about it. Who's more important now for building a team? Building a team. A guy that can contribute right away on special teams, or a guy that you can sit back and groom for years, maybe 2-3 years, and hope that it panned out. You know what I'm saying? If your guy doesn't pan out. That's all I was saying. From my standpoint, I believe you get a guy that can help you right away, and you could groom him for the future, and he could become someone possibly that could be a starter going forward. But that was what the whole premises of the argument was, back and forth. Obviously, Lou disagrees, so I want Lou to give his spiel real quick.
Yeah. Finsanity. I just want to make sure you can hear me, Finsanity. You good?
I can hear you. I heard the opening arguments
Okay.
from Tony. I'm here to listen to you now, Lou. I got you.
Now, Finsanity. When we were doing our show before the draft,
I thought the same thing, but go ahead.
Now, me and Tone told you in the 3rd round, there would be no player that would be more valued than a quarterback, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Hold on, not value. They would be BPA.
They would be BPA. Okay, cool.
They would be BPA,
okay.
Not valued. Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Tone just brought up Taft could probably, for the most part, probably be a special teams player, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool. He brought up Lewis Moore as a UDFA could possibly be a special teams player, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. What I'm saying, do you think there's any players on our roster now that could be special teams players? If you looked at the overall roster,
of course, they brought in a special teams guy. Mm-hmm.
They brought their ace from Green Bay,
yep.
which is a special teams guy.
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me a tight end that we brought out of the police academy is going to give you more value than a possible starting quarterback in the league. Now, again, I understand what Tone's saying, right? But what I'm saying is this sounds like the Caden Proctor to me all over. They drafted Caden Proctor for his versatility that they told you he could play all 4 positions. Problem is, I've only seen him play 1. So they could tell you that this 5th round tight end can play special teams. Have we seen it?
No.
Nah, we haven't seen it. What I'm saying is, what we have seen, our new quarterback, Malik Willis, in a limited sample size last year. This ain't my take. Shout out to G2, which I do agree with when he says this. You know, he was hurt last season in his limited roles. Now, I strongly believe that Taylor Green beats out Quinn Ewers just off the athleticism, the things that he can do. I think Taylor Green beats out Quinn Ewers. So in that scenario, who's QB2 for Insanity?
In that scenario, in your scenario, it would have to be Taylor if it's a true competition. But that's knowing that he grabbed the playbook and everything. But go ahead.
I'm glad you said that in my scenario. Because in my scenario, QB2 is Taylor Green. And in my scenario, if Malik Willis got hurt, guess what? Ding, ding, ding. Guess who comes in? Mr. Value. Mr.
But that's
Well, again, see what this is my problem for Insanity. When I say if, there's a problem. Now, Tony told you if this guy could play special teams. I didn't hear a peep say when he said if. I ain't hear not one
fair.
if.
That's fair. That's fair. I have to be fair. Mm-hmm. But okay, which would you think is more likely?
Hold on, let me come off mute. I didn't want to. No,
what's more likely?
Stop letting Lou. I didn't say if nothing, not one time with him
You
playing
say
special
if?
teams.
Okay.
We gotta go get the audio. We gotta go get the audio.
I said who can be more value because he could do right now, give you special teams and you can groom him. But he can groom Taylor Green
right now. You can groom Taylor Green
right now. You don't have to train him to be special teams, but you're not putting Taylor Green on special teams from day one. Hey, if you want to get on in the field, get playing time, guess what you got to do? Go out and be a special team ace while we groom you. Right there. You can't do that with Taylor Green. He's only here to do one thing and one thing only. Groom him to be your quarterback in the future. So the value was this year, not what's potentially going down the line. I just want to clarify that. And I didn't say one time.
Look, they grooming that 5th round tight end from the police academy to be security 2 years from now. That man will be working the gate.
Still value. Still
yeah, not on the field. Not on the field though.
Go ahead.
Hey, Vincent, you know who's our special teams ace?
Who?
Cam Good. You remember the last time he made a play on special teams? When was the last time Cam Good, our special teams ace, made a play? I'll tell you, I remind you, he ran into one of his own players, tore his ACL, and the guy from Buffalo was still running somewhere loose in Miami. That's our special teams ace. And you want me to tell me you want me to believe that this guy was more valuable than Taylor Green?
Yes.
You gonna tell me? First of all, stop trying to say he's.
Can I just say something?
Yeah, please do.
Tell Tony, please, Vincent. Tell Tony he's losing this damn debate. Go ahead and tell him.
No, you're losing, Lou, because the one guy.
No, Vincent. Let me stop you right there. I seen you just look at the camera. Don't tell me what the minions are saying. Don't look and tell me what the minions are saying.
I'm looking here. I can on this screen over here. I'm producing, and the Sixers and Knicks are playing right now, so I can't see a comment.
Oh, I thought you were looking at the poll. I thought you were looking at the poll.
No, I'm not looking at the poll. What I'm saying is, one guy is more likely to see the field than the other guy right now. Unless you're going to tell me that a 5th round quarterback was going to come in and have a fair shot at competition with Malik Willis and had a true opportunity to win that starting role, it's more likely that the tight end can see the field, which is valuable, than us potentially never seeing him because A, Malik comes out and blows us off and he's the guy. B, we're so horrible that we go out and get another guy, or Taylor Green comes in and he's horrible with what we got. We don't know. But at least for what you're asking Taylor Green to be a starting quarterback for this team, come on.
I wasn't asking him to be a starter.
So if he's sitting on the sideline, right?
That special teams player sitting on the sideline. No, he ain't get on the field
on special teams.
He ain't making it. Matter of fact.
Well, you know what value Taylor Green can do? He could be a simulator. He could be a practice squad simulator.
Salute to Level 2 New for not being a minion. Salute to him.
Well,
that fifth-round tight end probably ain't making the roster. Let me tell you something right now. That fifth-round tight end is going what Vincent, what I'm telling you is what that fifth-round tight end, right, is going to see the field how me and you, Tone, or me, you, and Tone see the field from the sideline. That's how that man's going to be seeing the view.
Possibly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, possibly.
And Taylor Green coming here possibly.
He would be the practice squad guy. He would be out there doing simulations for Lamar Jackson and stuff. No offense. He would be a simulator.
Taylor Green possibly come on here and he's a third string quarterback at best. And he's not making an active roster.
That man's beating out Quinn Ewing.
What are we talking about? He's not getting called up. You know what?
That man's beating out Quinn Ewing.
Let's say neither one of them make the roster. Guess who has the potential to get called up on the game days? Not Taylor Green. He's a mercy quarterback. Like you said, he's gonna be wearing hats, t-shirts.
Let me ask you a question.
Just like us the whole season.
Let me ask you a question.
Warm-ups on.
Let me ask you a question. We talking about value, right?
Talk about value.
Bet. I'm glad let's stay on value for a minute. You got Taylor Green on the roster. You got this tight end you got Hooks from Police Academy on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
If a team calls looking for a trade and you got both of those players on the roster, who you think they're calling for? That special teams ace or the quarterback?
It's going to be it's going to be the quarterback at some team.
You know why? Because the quarterback always gives you more value.
Now that's where no one is calling for Taylor Green this year. See, this is why
you don't know that.
Yes, you don't know that. We know that.
You don't know that.
You want to put a
They will call for Dylan Gabriel and Shador first, and then you still have Trey Lance somewhere down there.
You know what? End the show.
We can start naming third string quarterbacks.
I'm not talking about for the.
End the show right now. You think they calling for Dylan Gabriel and Shador Sanders over Taylor Green? End the show right now.
Hey, Bondo,
I just
asked the question too, Bondo. Shout out to you. But listen, I'm not. See, this is where y'all conflicting it at. See, this is why I was like, I don't understand where y'all mindset is. I'm not talking about what his value he's going to get at Cleveland. See, that's a different story. I'm talking about if he was on the Miami Dolphins roster. Not what he's going to do over there in Cleveland, because that quarterback stuff over there is trash. I'm talking about on the Miami Dolphins with Malik Willis, starting quarterback. They already paid him. He might be the third string quarterback. See, that's what we're talking about. Don't try to change it over there. You understand? Here at the Dolphins, you're going to get value this year, right? Well, you could. I ain't gonna say you're going to. You could get value this year right away from that tight end on special teams, and you can't. There's only one way Taylor Green could give you value this year if he was on his roster, and that is practice squad quarterback, because he's not going to make the active roster. He's going to be the emergency quarterback. That's what he's going to be. If you think he's going to come in and beat Quinn Ewing out, I'm sorry. If we're going based on, let's see, who was a better quarterback in college?
Who played on the better team?
I ain't asked you that. Who was the better quarterback in
And college? I'm telling you, if Taylor Green played at Texas, it would have been Taylor Green.
Quinn Ewing at one point was considered a possible #1 overall pick prospect.
If Taylor Green played at Texas, he would have been a #1 prospect too.
Taylor Green ain't never been considered a #1 overall prospect.
Again, if he played at Texas, he would have.
You said if. You know who keep throwing out ifs? That's you. You said I said if. I ain't say if not one time.
You said if earlier. We're gonna run the tape back.
Listen. Right now, who's the better quarterback in college? Who was the best quarterback?
What that got
Hands
what that got to
down.
mean in the
Hold on.
NFL? So what?
Thank you for going to the NFL. Who has shown you the capability of winning games in the NFL right now? Quinn Ewers. So you gonna tell
Man
me
won one game, man. Stop.
a quarterback? Did he win?
That man got one more win. That man got one more win than Taylor Green. Stop. What you talking about?
How many games has Taylor Green won? Matter of fact, how many games has Taylor Green?
I'm glad. You know what? No.
How many rosters did Taylor Green make?
So when I answer your question, you gonna answer mine?
Of course.
Okay. Taylor Green has not made not one throw in the NFL. He hasn't won one game in the NFL. Right? Those are your questions, right?
Yeah.
How many tackles and special teams has Hooks made in the NFL?
0.
So what we talking about? We got 2 zeros. I'm talking about value. The value is quarterback. Quarterback has more value than a special teams tight end.
All right. So now with all that said, all things created equal, they got 0 and 0. Which one is more realistic?
Who has more upside?
I asked your question.
Who has more upside? Who has more upside?
Well, we don't know that. It depends on, you got to say that's relative to the position.
Are you sitting here telling me that the 5th round tight end from the police academy has more upside than Taylor Green?
Well, you see, we're on the blitz pickup. He's from Mississippi State, played 4 years old. Like, stop acting like he didn't play in college.
They got a police academy in Mississippi?
He played for Mississippi State. Like, he actually played for the team, the college. So stop acting like he didn't play college football.
All I know when I watched the draft, they didn't say nothing about Mississippi State. Here? They said the NFL Academy. That's where they said they got.
That's where they found him to bring him over to play college football.
That man was about to be a CEO in a prison or something before they found that man. Stop. What we talking about?
Oh my goodness. All right. All I'm saying is, which one is more realistic? A guy like that in the 5th round with a team that needs all the help they can. You get what I'm saying? What's more realistic? He gets on there and give you value right away on special teams, or Taylor Green starting the game?
If you mean to tell me that this man might go in the whole season, play special teams, and end up with the season with 2 tackles, I'd rather have Taylor Green just sit on the sideline and learn. How many tackles you think this dude's getting you? You know what? No.
How many tackles you get?
You know what we're going to do?
You still need them. You know what? I can't. This is what, listen, just like he said, we're going to keep this in the archives because I don't want to hear no one complaining about special teams ever. Because this is what I be trying to tell you when it comes to GMing and building a team. That's what I said. A lot of people just say, oh, he got to bring in talent and that's it. His job is done. I said, no, it's not. There's more to being a GM than just bringing in talent.
You want to read
Brock
that?
Purdy get an opportunity because the starting quarterback got hurt and the Niners haven't looked back yet. Yeah, let's talk about a special team safety and tight end. Bingo, keep that up there. First of all, not because the starting quarterback got hurt. The starting quarterback and the backup, Jimmy Garoppolo, got hurt. Don't leave that part out. Now, you tell me, how often do that happen? That's what we're talking about right now. Who could give you potential value?
But it happens, though, right? But it happens, though, right? But it happens.
Huh?
Stop.
It happens, though, right?
It happens, yeah, of course. And you know what else happens? You draft somebody in the 5th round, and he developed to be someone, especially at the tight end position. Oh, what was the guy that I said that he reminds me of with the block mentality? George Kittle. What round was he drafted in? Can somebody remind me? Wasn't that 5th or 6th round?
Yeah, in the 5th round. In the 5th round.
All pro tight end.
Well, now you already told me our 3rd round tight end was George Kittle. Now our 5th round tight end is George Kittle too.
No. I said the tight end. You know what I'm talking about. The one that he was an all pro tight end in the 5th round. You got that in 5th round out of the tight end. So if you could throw me out the Brock Purdy, okay, I could give you undrafted free agents that made a team and became all pros, perennial Pro Bowlers. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's Merrick. What I'm saying is, yes, you can find value. If you want to give me Brock Purdy, I can find you tight ends that got drafted in the 5th round and that became an all pro. And guess what? That same team that you talk about, they didn't look back either.
Man, hell, I would have put Merrick at special teams.
Where did they draft Davis from? Vernon Davis? Wasn't he a first round pick?
No, I don't think so. I think second round.
Vernon Davis? Oh, maybe was he? Well, all I know is, but they got George Kittle in the 5th round, and they ain't looked back since. So we could play this game if y'all want.
Kazmarek could have played special teams.
He could. He still can. What are you talking about? He still can.
Well, how many special teams players we need? You only need 11. You only need. And you, Tone, I could take Kazmarek and this 5th round tight end and give you 11 special teams guys.
All right, cool.
What are we talking about?
Listen. All right, cool. That's all. All I'm saying is, you still the value that can be. He can give you value right away. And I'm not saying that he's going to be a special teams ace. He's going to be no. I'm saying, but listen, very fast. What do he run? Doesn't he run like a 4.4-4.3?
He's gonna be Cam. He's gonna be Cam Good. That's what he's gonna be.
I mean, hey, you call it Cam Good still gave us value.
Where?
On
what did he do?
He played special teams, Lou.
Finsanity. You know what? I'm done talking. Wait. I'm done talking to Tone.
I just caught on to something, Finsanity. No.
Give me a play of Cam Good on special teams. Go ahead. I'll wait.
Are you becoming a stat merchant, Lou? What you talking about? This what I'm listening to right now.
I just want to get one play. Can I get one play of Cam Good?
He said
you want to give me the EPA pie charts of what he did? That's what you asking me?
Oh, I'll have that on for you on Wednesday.
Oh, okay,
I'll have that information.
I thought I did not know I was talking to a PFL, EPA,
analytics.
I thought that we didn't deal with that. I'm so sorry. What? This is what we talk about here? See, that's the problem with you guys. I'm trying to teach y'all how to build a legitimate team.
Oh, here we go. All right, yeah.
What's the guy that came from the Saints that helped Seattle become a dominant force on special teams? I remember the receiver came from the Saints. He went to Seattle. I think his first game he ran a kickoff return back.
Oh, I know you talk about.
Oh
my
God.
Oh my God.
Don't worry about
the last name with the S, Shaheed or whatever. Yeah.
Shaheed.
Yeah. Special team. Like team that build Shaheed that understands you cannot devalue special teams. That third unit that the people, just the normal people just looking at games tend to forget it because you know what? There's not huge plays every down.
He was a punt off and kickoff return, right?
Yeah, punt, kick, return, yeah.
You think this 5th round tight end is returning punts and kicks?
But if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure, but I think he was on kick coverage too. And it's not about playing the same position. It's about you have to put the emphasis on that unit as well. You can't ignore the special teams. But at the same time, guess what you want to do? All y'all do, and I tell everyone, y'all just think about skill position here, skill position there, wide receiver here, wide receiver there, quarterback here, quarterback there. No one wants to get the guys that do the trench work, the dirty work. Offensive, defensive linemen, linebackers, special team, kick coverage, blocking on for your return guys. All of these things adds up to being a great team overall. And guess who has to think about that as well? Sully, the GM. Have to say, okay, what do I get value now? If I want to win now, am I in the position to make a luxury pick on a quarterback, which me and you both was like, man, hey, BPA, yeah, we love to say that. Yes, it's for us to say as fans. To say I want a quarterback, backup quarterback. Yes, that's for us to say. But as a GM, you better believe you have to keep that in mind. Because I don't want to hear no one. I'm telling you right now, no one. I always come back to say this. I always come back. I don't hear no one complain about special teams. I don't. Because it has no value. Go give me a third string quarterback. I don't care.
No one's saying they don't have no value.
That's what you're trying to say.
No, I'm saying this guy on this guy you picked, this 5th round tight end ain't gonna have no value.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say special teams. I said this guy ain't gonna have no value.
I know one thing. You asked me a couple minutes earlier. Well, how many players you need for special teams? Because I gave you 2 people.
Because you already got people. Because you already got.
We don't need 11 players.
And with those 2 guys that I took again, you can take away. You had 11 already. Is all I'm saying.
Where? You just saying you could put 11 random people
If
out there. That's what you're
you
saying.
can put out 11 randoms.
Cool.
Man, stop. Man, what are we talking about?
All right, cool. That's cool. You know, let's just put 11.
I just want to know. No. I just want to know.
Let's put Taylor Green on special teams.
Taylor Green would have been better than that tight end.
Oh, that's on special teams.
He would have got down to the. He would have been your gunner. He would have been the ace. He a 4-3 guy.
Ace gunner. What about?
Yeah, he a gunner. Yeah, hell yeah. Again, I'm still waiting on the Cam Good. What value did Cam Good give us at special teams? I'm still waiting on that.
What value did our third screen quarterback give us? I'll wait. Because I remember one person telling me
Quinn Ewers,
Skylar Thompson.
Quinn Ewers gave us a Quinn Ewers got us a dub last season. He was QB3.
No, he wasn't. He was the QB1. He got us a dub.
Tua was one. Tua was one. Zach Wilson was two.
When they benched Tua,
okay,
made him QB1.
But remember, at that point, he was QB3.
Before that point, he was QB3.
And he jumped QB2, correct?
Yes, he did. Yeah, they
so there would have been a possibility that Taylor Green could have jumped QB2 this year and took over if Malik Willis got hurt, right?
And you thinking that's gonna happen down with this?
I don't know nothing about that. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you what. I'm just telling you what.
We're not talking about Tua.
I'm just telling you what it is.
Why we can't? You know what? Why we can't stick to the topic?
Because ain't we talking about possibilities?
You talking about this team though? With this team?
Yeah, and I'm talking. Yeah, he could have beat out Quinn Ewers.
Yo, you said the third string quarterback was gonna come in and jump the second string quarterback.
Yeah, I'm on that. Yeah, I'm on that.
No,
yeah, I'm on that.
Stop trying to say that.
So
listen, more than likely he's not gonna even our third string quarterback is not gonna see the field.
Where's Taylor? Is Taylor in Cleveland?
He's in Cleveland. He's in Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
I bet you if Taylor if Deshaun Watson mess up, I bet you he jumps those two quarterbacks and gets on the field.
And if he don't, oh Lord.
What?
If he don't, well,
wait.
Did
you just say that Deshaun Watson
fails,
messes up, fails?
Yeah.
Taylor Green gonna be the starter.
They're then going to Taylor Green.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if Todd Monken wants to save his job.
Oh, here we go.
Or keep his job. That boy better run to Taylor Green. Because if you put Dylan Gabriel and Shador Sanders out there, that's a fireable offense.
The city wants a door.
I don't give a damn about what the city wants.
I'm just saying, ain't nobody calling for Taylor Green out there.
Hold on, wait. Let me get this correct. You're saying if Deshaun Watson wets the bed, they're skipping over Shador and going to Taylor?
That's a fact.
The first game.
Facts.
Clip that.
Clip it.
Bet on it. No, don't clip it. Bet on it.
You know what this sound like? You know what this sound like? Shador's going number 2 overall. I know someone that said he was going in the second, third round.
I don't believe.
Did y'all want to clip that? Why don't y'all clip that?
No, I know. We'll see in training camp. We'll see in training camp, right? We'll see in training camp. You watching Cleveland training camp this year, Luke? You watching the highlight videos?
I'd rather watch that than that 5th round police academy tight end going and making special teams tackles at practice.
Yeah. Until they run a kickoff return back, and then you like, man, what's the special team doing?
And they're gonna run it right to his side too when they run it back. They're gonna be looking. They're gonna point that man out.
Yeah, well, yeah, cool.
What if Trey Marie sets a clean block?
Spring somebody for a touchdown. He don't care. He don't care.
It's not squirrel finds a nut every time. A squirrel finds a nut every day in the world.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Uh-huh.
You can say, yeah, all right, cool. Y'all can't believe you talk about just like, and then you have to. We just always. I hate this skill position mindset. That's not the only.
I'm not just talking about skill though. I'm talking about upside. I'm talking about value, bro.
But for right now, you just paid Malik Willis. You just paid them. You're not going to tell me a team that came in, like you said, they brought people over there. We need tight ends. They brought Dosage back. They brought Dosage back. They brought what happened?
We got 7 tight ends on the roster, Tone.
Right. And how many of you think really legitimately going to make this team?
Not the 5th round. Not that 5th rounder.
All right, cool. I'm just asking.
Not the special teams ace. He ain't making it. So at that point, if you take Taylor Green, Taylor Green's making the team.
You know what I noticed about this young man here? He quick to try to throw words in your argument to try to make it seem like how he wanted to see.
And that's why you need me on
I
the
never
show.
called nobody an ace, not one time. not one time. Do y'all know?
Not
You
one
ain't
time.
slick, my brother. You are not slick. No, this special team ace. You know he'll come back. Hey, Tone, I thought you told me he was a special team ace. Never did I say that.
Never.
I say he could give you value because he can play special teams right away. And you're going to have a quarterback when you need to build a team that's going to be sitting probably on the practice squad, probably emergency quarterback. You understand? I just no. We got to build the team.
Can I address something real quick?
Oh yeah.
Always.
My God, David Ferguson. I just want to clean something up.
Oh,
You watching. Well, yeah, you just watching. Give me the highlight of Cameron Good at edge and in special teams. All I'm saying is,
boy,
the man.
To hate.
Oh, sanity. I'm not saying that the homie is not watching. I'm saying, please provide me the highlight. Where's the highlight for him playing edge and special teams?
We're breaking down Cam Good tape.
I bet you Tone won't fire that up. I bet you he won't do that.
Ooh. Man, don't tip me, bro.
I bet you you won't. Go find me the highlight.
Oh my God, bro. You know what? Let me look up Cam Good right now because he's
yeah.
They go you, man. Let me look up my dog Cam Good to see if my dog had some. Listen, how many tackles you want him to have?
If your dog had what?
If he had tackles, let me find him. He had double digit.
He ain't got double digit.
No, let me go back. Hold on. It's pulling it up right now.
He ain't got double digit. I know solo, not solo. He don't got double digit.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. Tackles, solo tackles. Yeah, you right. He had 8. He had 8 last year. 14,
that's value. That's value.
14 assists though. He got 22
14
total.
assists. I bet. Say
total. Oh, my dog got a pass deflection. Let's get it. My dog got a pass deflection. Oh, 2 quarterback hits. Oh, come on, man. Hey, man, listen, you hit the quarterback. Hey, affect the quarterback. That's all I'm saying, man. Value somewhere. The poll is a tight race right now. Shout out to the poll. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But listen, I'm so glad y'all had. Listen, at the end of the day, this is called team building 101. I just want to drive this in all of our fan base brains. When it comes to building a team, the great GMs do not exclude special teams. They don't. They do not exclude depth. They don't. They take all that in consideration. The guys that don't get all of the glam and glory and all the notoriety those are some of the most important people on this team. On a team. But we just overlook those because it's not the sexy thing to do. No one want to talk about special teams. No one. Right? The biggest you're going to get in the special team is being a dynamic return guy. But Rashad Slater at New England made a living by being an ace. You understand? Key tackles. Keeping teams inside the 20 instead of giving them yardage. Those are the hidden yardage that adds up to help you out. Field position. All the boring things that the good teams do to help them win games is all of the things that we can't that we want to overlook. But you could get special team guy with your undrafted free agents. Yes, you can. You also could get a backup guy with your undrafted free agent. I'm sorry. Didn't Sully do that? Didn't he get a backup guy with an undrafted free agent? Come on, we can't.
Really? Tone. Who's better, Taylor Green or that quarterback from Iowa?
Better?
Yeah.
For me, it's Taylor Green. Okay,
all right. That's all. That's all I was asking.
Come on now, you know I'm not just going up his. I'm not putting on for the show, my brother. But
you're talking about this quarterback we got. That man is trash, man.
You say trash? Hey, he may be, Luke. He may be potential. So do you say he got? You don't think he got potential?
Yeah, I think he got potential. I put his ass on special teams. That's his potential.
No, I'm talking about the tight end, Trey Already.
Who?
You don't think he got
Police
potential?
Academy?
Yes. You don't think?
Nah,
All right, y'all heard it here. Y'all
nah.
heard it here
I,
first.
I think I think in a year from now
For the
you'll
hate,
see.
the hate,
I
hate
think
the hate.
a year from now he'll have a whistle and a flashlight hanging off the side of his uniform. That's what I think.
I bet. Y'all heard it here first. Mr. Lewis said, first of all, he called him police academy like he didn't play for Mississippi State.
That's
Boy,
Hooks from Police Academy.
yeah, all right, cool. All I know is my boy come in here and ball out. Listen, we got Lou clipped up. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying now. Just hating on my dog for no reason. I'm trying to look up what he running a 40, man. I am. I know he got a little speed. If he run a 4.5, I'm telling you.
Level 2 news say he got the potential to get cut.
Yeah, that's true. Now hey, that is true. I won't say that. So does Taylor Green though. Like tell me something. Oh, he run a 4.5. Ooh, who else ran a 4.5? Isn't that what George Kittle ran? 4.5. Yeah, y'all better. All right, now.
Boy, this George Kittle comparison, boy.
Nah, but I don't compare him to George Kittle. I don't. That's just me talking because George Kittle went in the field for some. But no, I said Cass Merritt has the potential to be more of a George Kittle type guy because his blocking, like we know. But this guy right here, we would just talk about value for this team right now and being able to build a team. You know what, Fitzgerald? You know, my good brother, we do this all the time over here. All the time. Right? He never wants. I'm not gonna blame the GM for missing tackles. I'm not gonna blame the GM for players dropping passes. He do this all. It's players executing on the field, right? But what he always leaves out is, in order for those players to execute, the ones that execute at a high level, you have to draft them or bring those guys in. They're not gonna just do it by themselves and say, you know what, I'm a great guy. I'm gonna show up on the Dolphins. No, you have to identify those guys and put them on there. Now, if we lose games because our special teams is trash, everyone in here is going to be killing us, the Dolphins. That's what they're going to do. But I'm sitting here saying, well, he could give you value right away on a team that needs as many players as we possibly can that can make plays and that can contribute. You're going to tell me, excuse me, I'm just going to draft a quarterback just to draft a quarterback for the sake of it, because people like me, and I've never noticed, I've never took myself out of that category as someone that wanted them to draft Taylor Green, wanted them to draft a Drew Law, or someone in the third round. But that don't change the fact that I have to be objective and understand, like, hold on. Yes, that's how I look at it. But we as fans easily, all the time, overlook the value of special teams, overlook the value of depth, overlook the value of building a full team. Because what every GM, head coach, positional coach, player, what they say, you have to be solid on all and sound on all three phases, not two. Three phases of the game. Offense, defense, special team. Us as fans, we only like to talk about two phases. Offense and defense. That's all we like to talk about. But as a GM, mentally, you cannot be that type of guy. You cannot make that mistake. I'm just saying. But, that's me. That's my spiel. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how y'all, y'all take that. Hey, Bone said, Police Academy bag of groceries. I'm not going to. It is funny, but I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. I look at the whole full team building aspect of it, and not just let's go get all those good big names, the flashy names, and because those are what happened. All right, cool. Let's see. Oh, Jamaica say, Tom, I got a player for Lewis also. You got another player? But hey, man, that's my spiel. Lou, I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
No. I'm done. I mean, again, value. No, it's not even close. The quarterback always going to outweigh a special teams player, even though a special teams, I'm with you. It is, and you hear me say it all the time. There's three phases. They're all important. When I talk about, when people mention weapons, don't you hear me say, Tone? Oh, weapons can come defensively. Weapons can be, again, a kicker. If you have a kicker that can kick 70-yard field goals, that's a weapon, right? That's on special teams. Yeah, special teams is value. In this scenario, though, nah. You're not taking that special teams player over, a quarterback. I just think the quarterback always has more value in that aspect.
We're talking about two players that's fighting for backup roles, and one of them which one has the higher percentage of contributing this year. Mm-hmm. There's only one that has the higher potential to contribute this year.
But that's what I'm saying. If they contribute on the field, if he gets on the field but he doesn't do anything on special teams, is he contributing?
Yes, because you still need to field a special team unit.
And so you don't think so? Again, Tony, let's just take him off the team. You don't think you can fill the special teams unit?
Yes, you can. I'm not
saying
you can't.
So what are we talking about?
But he's here.
Thank you. I was going to say, why are we taking him off the team? He's here, so he gives you value.
We were just in the last episode, right? We talked about these versatility players, but if you go from one position to another one and you're trash, it don't hold nothing, right? That's what we were saying, right?
Yes.
If you on special teams and you just running and doing cardio, but you ain't doing shit, that's not value, bro.
Why?
In that.
There is value in that, because if you don't go out there and let's say,
so if you're just doing nothing, there's value in that?
It's not doing nothing. Special teams is something. But
if you're just running and you don't make not one tackle, do anything, what is your value to the team?
But just because he's not getting tackles, that don't mean he's having lane discipline, lane integrity. Like you understand? Like that's what we overlook. Just because he's not making a tackle, maybe he's in his lane, and the return man said, "I cannot go that way because that guy's in position, so I go the other way."
Go
ahead.
How many teams you think use 5th round picks on guys that are going to be lane integrity guys in the 5th round?
All of them. Well, you just asked me.
You're drafting lane integrity guys in the 5th round?
Why you say it like that,
bro?
You didn't hear? Oh, so Tony didn't say that? He can stay in his lane?
You're saying because he's running downfield.
But you think that's all he can do? You're making it seem like that's all he can do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can
set. He blocks.
No, I'm just telling you, because he's not getting on their stat sheet, which I thought I wouldn't talk about a stat sheet, dude, doesn't mean he's just doing nothing, not giving you value. What? Because if you do get a guy that go out there that don't have lane integrity and that return man out the back door, now you ask me, what the hell is he doing? How many times we yell that out? What in the heck is that man doing? Just like you talking
about like Cam? You talking about like Cam Good?
There you go.
You talking about like Cam Good? Okay. You talking about like Cam Good?
Hold on, listen. The more he throw out Cam Good, the more he shows me why you should value people that does that enough. Because by Cam Good not doing the job, it cost us momentum swinging and a punt return in a game that we needed the division title on the line. That we was up 14-7 the whole game. That Buffalo team looked depleted. They was done. I was in the stadium. That they had all their fans in there. You couldn't hear a peep. You could hear a rat piss on cotton. Soon as they ran that kickoff return back, you thought there was a Buffalo stadium. How loud they were. So you're showing me right now why you should put more value on special team guys and a special team unit. Because if you had someone that made a play right there, we're talking about potentially a whole different ball game. But hey, talk trash about Cameron Good. You just proving my point why you should put more value on those type of positions and players. Hey, listen, y'all make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. I'm so sorry. We've been going back and forth. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Help the team grow. Listen, road to 1,000. We're trying to get us to 900, then get us to 1,000. You know what I'm saying? So we can get the show out in the algorithm as much as possible. Y'all help us out. I know. Listen, shout out to y'all that vote on the poll. This is why we have the best chat. We seen y'all going back and forth in the chat with some of the funny comments. I'm not gonna lie. Whether it's with me or against me, they still funny. But yeah, man. Listen, shout out to y'all. And hit the subscribe button. Lou, he look like he ready to give up, y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Help the man out, Sandy.
Give up? I mean, how many more points I gotta give?
Hey, no, like, I just don't sell after the tight end debate. Maybe get it back later. Yo.
Oh man. Okay.
Well,
Okay,
I
sorry.
go ahead. I see the
No,
comment,
go
and it
ahead.
was Pablo said, "Why are we giving the police academy, Mississippi State, um, the benefit of the doubt of him being a good special team player? What if he sucks at special team? Then what? He has the capability of showing you immediately though if he's good or bad. This is the whole premises of the argument. He also now, what if he turned out to be an ace? We know Taylor Green is not going to do that because he's not going to be the starter. So he's not helping you this year. This is predicated of them why they drafted that guy in as opposed to Taylor Green. And I'm like, Taylor Green, he doesn't give you any value this year. You already invested in the quarterback. That's why they say they had to fall to a certain level before they could pick them. Obviously, they seen a guy that they're excited about, that they feel like could turn into something that's special. They like his athletic ability, and they love his profile. So they feel like there's someone that they could groom. But the difference in them grooming a quarterback in right now and them grooming a tight end right now is that tight end can give you value while he's being groomed. He can go in and contribute. While he's been and don't let them have to put goal line snaps, right? 13 personnel. See, I'm not even talking about this kind of stuff. That he could possibly be the third tight end in the game, giving you value throughout the season. Now, is it major snaps? Probably not. But it's still giving you value this season, right now. Reps on field, in game. Something that Taylor Green, most likely than not, aren't going to give you. And that's all I'm saying.
They said, there's been clips coming out of like war rooms and stuff, right?
Oh yeah,
like the draft day trades and all that stuff. Y'all been seeing those videos?
Yeah, fire, yeah.
I got one. I can't believe it just came across my board. When the Dolphins selected our 5th round tight end, and they told the special teams coach in the war room that this is what we got. This is going to be your special teams ace. Breaking news of what our special teams coordinator said.
Here we go.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
I'm not gonna.
When Sully said we drafted our special teams ace, that was our special teams coordinator.
That was me too.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
All right.
Well, listen, I'm gonna give. Sorry, I had to look something up, but I didn't have no rebuttal for that. But that was fire, Lou. I'm just gonna give you that one. That's the best you did in this debate the whole time. I'll give you that. Them asking who he was is kind of crazy. Hey, sorry, we've been going back and forth. Y'all know how we do. Shout out. I seen somebody ask Vicinity. Listen, Vicinity know how to handle her business down. When we go back and forth, she don't want to be biased on one side or the other. But you know what I'm saying?
She got in the debate though. She was in there. Yeah,
she was.
But here's the thing, I'm doing recon right now. It's bigger than this. I'm coming for that belt. And anybody don't know, at the end of this year, we're going to settle up on who's getting that belt. I'm doing some recon. Sometimes, you got to be an active listener. So when they come back with a point, you be like, oh, yeah, I got you. Remember when you said this? Because listen, me and Tone, we had a conversation about that QB in the 3rd round before the draft and what the mentality was then versus right before the draft. And we had to be like, okay, well, circumstances changed around that. But, it's going to be fun. Believe me, I have a lot to say, but when these two go at it and it's coming from the space, I like to be as much of a spectator. I get front row. It is so amazing being up here because I can be like, but I try not to instigate too much because it's such amazing to work with both of them. My last point, what happened to the Lightning? Okay, we're not going to get back to it. No, we're not gonna get back to it. Thank you guys for coming.
Nasty work, man.
No, because you did it to me, Lou, and you thought I forgot.
Some nasty work.
You was out here defending Tone on something when Duke lost. You thought I forgot? No.
You right. You
I
right.
tell
My
y'all,
bad.
the revolver stays ready. The revolver stays ready. It was one Tampa until it wasn't. And it still won Midwest because they was beating all the Florida teams this year. Shout out to Canada. So, you know what? Don't clip that.
That's
Forget
some
Canada. It's
that's some
USA
nasty
all the
work.
way.
Hey,
And
look.
yeah, you let the US down because you let a Canadian team come back down here and beat y'all. Like,
Was
what's
it at
going
home?
on?
What was it? What was game 7?
I don't even know.
Was it in Tampa, Lou? Lou would know.
Yeah, it was in Tampa.
So you let them come down here? You let them travel?
I'm just saying, are we ending the show, man? Like, what we doing?
I
Well,
know
you
one
know,
thing.
Oh,
Hey, Lou, she been waiting for you. That revolver.
that
Hey,
she
know how
brought
you
up
get
some Tone,
live
she brought up
coverage.
some from 3 months ago, dog.
Hey, live coverage from that day on. This was presenting this. So you said that.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right.
She couldn't wait to get you.
I'm telling you, she couldn't wait. She couldn't wait to get her shit off. You heard her? That's what I'm saying. I bet. Well, I say less.
You know, I'ma just say this. At least the Cats would have found a way to make it to the Stanley Cup.
Where? What you mean? They couldn't even find their way
Goddamn
into the
would have been there.
playoffs.
At least they beat the Canadian team.
That
At
same
least
team.
they knew how to beat Canada.
They
team.
couldn't
Twice.
find their way
Twice.
into the
They knew how
playoffs.
to win.
Back to back.
They knew how to keep it an American sport. That's all I'm gonna say, Luke. That's all I'm gonna say. What happened? What happened, my guy?
Well, I'll tell you what happened with
rooting for you. I was rooting for y'all all because of USA, and you let me down.
Well, I'll tell you what happened to the Gatos. I'll tell you what happened to the Gatos
If
this
they would've
season.
got somebody for special
They
teams,
lost to the American teams. They lost to the Canadian teams. They lost to a lot of teams this season. That's what happened to the Gatos. They couldn't even find their way into the playoffs. They were going to find their way to the Stanley Cup.
That's all fine. That's all fine. But when we get there, we go to the finals, don't we?
Yeah, they get there. They get there.
Oh, bet. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
6 years in a row. This is the first time, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all probably don't know. This is the first time since 2020 we did it since 2019 that a team not from Florida will be representing the Stanley Cup. One of either the West or the East of the conference in the Stanley Cup final.
It's crazy.
6 years in a row, it was a team from Florida that represented either the West or the East. Well, the Eastern Conference, because both of us over there. And one for the team that is down. I'm just saying.
Yeah. That's
If
true.
you get in the dance, can
It's
you at
been
least
a
know the
bad
dance
year for
move?
Florida sports.
If you go and get in the dance, can you at least learn the dance?
All I know that other South Florida team, they better start selling 4-for-4s again in that mall if they want to sell out them tickets. I know that.
Don't worry about it. We'll be back. You know what I'm saying? But listen, we appreciate y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. These y'all know when I get to sweating, that means that's my favorite type of show. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth. And can't no one, I don't care what I say, can't no one debate like we do up here. Facts. And that's rapid rebuttals on top of the head. Rebuttal after rebuttal after rebuttal after rebuttal, and it have to make sense. It's not easy to do that, people. But y'all know I love doing that back and forth with my brother. As well, you know. For saying he got a hold to him this today too, but
I'm looking up Cameron Good highlights right now.
Let me find one.
He
has 429 plays in 2025.
Wait.
Teams.
Hold on. Wait. Stop. Pause right there. Please. How many plays he had in 2025?
429.
220 or 400?
429.
I'm gonna see how many plays Taylor Green give us. She want to keep talking about my dog. Taylor Green ain't giving you.
So wait. Let me get this right.
You heard it.
He played 429 plays, and you told me he had 8 tackles.
Solo 22 tackles, 22 total.
So he played 429 plays.
That's a good ratio.
And he had 22 tackles.
He had 105 on defense.
But either way, he had 22 tackles, right?
Yes, sir.
429 plays.
Yes.
Oh.
What did he do for the other 4? What did he do in the other 407 plays that he was on the field?
He was doing his job.
Your job is to make play. You know what?
What if the plays aren't to his side?
So
Ray Lewis told us
407
this all the
plays
time.
went to the other side.
You don't know, possibly.
You know what? Are y'all
I'm literally
done?
watching Cam Good highlights. I'm
Are
literally watching Cam Good
y'all done?
highlights.
Are y'all done?
I wish
Are
I
y'all
could see
done?
this.
I'm done. I rest my case. Value, I said
Hold
someone
up.
that's going to get on the field and contribute. I didn't say to the level, but value is value. One had the potential to give you at least 400 plays, right? Whether he make a tackle or not, and the other have the potential to give you maybe 400 notes on his clipboard. Which one give you more value? Shout out.
Watching Cam Good film.
Shout out to the all 22.
I'm not lying. I'm watching Cam Good film right now. Hey, get
Film work
That-
on live on the show.
That thing will be over by the time we end the show too. If you watching highlights.
You know what? Speaking of end of this, we 140 in.
I see a lot of knees, Lou. I see a lot of knees on defense. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a lot of knees.
Yeah.
Taking the
That's
knee.
a fact.
Other team taking the knee.
You know, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, somebody had to go in.
All right, man. But
He did that up another player. Highlight.
Hey, listen, man.
Recruiting.
Ooh, somebody said how many snapped the Tendo. Tendo got an eye in it. But listen. Shout out to y'all, man. Vicinity, Luke, anything else before we get up out of here?
I'm good. Thank you for letting me be on tonight. I appreciate you guys. And thank you all for coming. See you Wednesday.
Always. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm good.
So, man, listen, man. Shout out to y'all for coming. Lou, you already showing up. Man, shout out to y'all for always being the best chat. Did we get the poll? I remember Lou, you was winning. Now let me check. Did your boy make a comeback? Can we get the results of the poll?
Yeah, the Minions did show up tonight. And a 5th round tight end got 57%, and a 5th round QB got 43%. So shout out to the Minions.
We lit, baby. All right, Lou, you wait, don't call it a comeback, y'all. He was up 73% when I said, "Oh, he ain't losing at all." He winning. Shout out, y'all. Shout out to everybody that came up with us. Listen, y'all make sure y'all hit the like, the subscribe button. We really appreciate y'all. Listen, this is fun because we do it for y'all every single time. Lou, you know what to do, my brother. Get us up out of here.
Yeah, and I just want to say with that chat, I only lost by a small percentage tonight. So maybe the Minions are starting to turn the corner. Maybe I should stop calling these people idiots, morons, and stuff like that. And I would have won the debate. So maybe I'm gonna start trying my best. Nah, hell no, screw all that. Y'all ain't come here for that. Y'all come for the real, and that's what y'all got tonight. Again, organic debates from 3 great personalities that you have up here on this show. So y'all know what y'all just watched. It was the Monday episode of the Blitz Pickup. You will see my sister, my brother, and myself for the next one, which will be Wednesday sometime after 8 o'clock. With that being said, y'all know what to do in the chat. We'll see y'all Wednesday.
Yeah, when y'all say shout out to us, do not forget our sister. I'll be seeing y'all in the chat, man.